Lots to talk about.
And I still don't, as you said, I still don't feel like I have, I mean, I apologize. I think she needed to apologize, just to be clear about that.
And I heard you saying over the break more labels, but it wasn't a label. When we were in Puerto Rico, you...
Can I just, before we start, because I know after you did that whole thing, and I
Did
just want
what
this.
whole thing?
After we had the whole conversation on the plane about me getting drunk the night before, which I did, you said to me, you're a drunk. But then I heard afterwards that you said in the tweet that you actually meant you were in drunk. So which one is it?
I said, you're drunk. You're drunk.
Okay.
And I thought I said, but it doesn't matter.
Well,
whether
what
I
is
said,
it? I want to know, because it's two different things.
I don't know. I think I can't imagine.
Do you think she's a drunk?
I don't. Like, what is a drunk? Like,
I know, what is it?
Do you think she has a drinking problem?
Bethany.
Do you think she has a drinking problem?
Yes, you do, because
I mean, listen.
You don't know my life that well. Remember, be careful. You don't know my...
Listen, don't worry. I've been through one intervention this weekend.
Yep.
I'm not doing one today.
Oh,
It's not
here we go.
It's not my place
Exactly.
to set.
So I just want to know, did you say you're a drunk or you're drunk? Because if you said you're, let me be clear.
It sounds like I said you're a drunk.
I don't think you really think that. I actually think you were angry because I got drunk, and I appreciate that. And I was in a bad spot, and I think I told you on the plane that.
And we've all gotten drunk on this show one time or another.
You've gotten drunk, you've gotten drunk, you haven't.
Okay, I just want to know.
So I
what would
just
you
wanna
like to know from me?
Because I'll
And
be
then I'll tell
honest
you what
with
I
you,
feel.
it was so hurtful, and I was blindsided because I want to just be in the, of course, be in the car and make it go away, because I wanted to have a great day with you. I came down to Puerto Rico. I was so excited and, quite frankly, super proud of you, and I wanted to see this incredible success.
Well, then I guess this is maybe the question. Do you think Dorinda has a drinking problem?
I'm not qualified to say that, and I'm not going to do that.
But you
and
did
I'm not
say it.
Well, I did say it, and I did mean it when
and
I
it
said
really
it.
hurt, Bethany.
Dorinda, you are drunk, as opposed to you are a drunk.
The day after that incident, we went back to the warehouse. You apologized to the wrong person. And you said, oh, I thought that was him. You did not know who you had offended. That is fat. No, I'm talking now.
Because I didn't remember. I was drunk that night.
So
I
in that
admitted
case,
that
you don't
already.
remember, but here it's labeling if I say you might not remember after the
She has
landing.
no friends. This one here
you
is
can't
dead
derail.
to you.
We're here.
This one's sad, lonely, and depressed.
living
This
in
one's
here.
a dingbat. My friend
Dorinda,
Jules is a
you
pill
can't face
popper and a
it. If you
drug
wanna talk
addict.
about this-
Heather has no business. No, but you
No, she
are a
does
label.
wanna talk about it. She
I
does
just
wanna talk
hit
about
it with a label.
I'm a labeler, but we're talking about this now,
Okay,
so
go
I'm going
ahead.
to finish my thought. The day after that incident, you said you apologized to the wrong person. I had witnessed you not remember.
If you thought that I was in trouble as a friend and a person that helps women
I'm
in
glad you
crisis,
brought this
you
up.
should have said, Dorinda,
Okay,
stay
good.
home.
Glad
Did you know that she was that drunk before the dinner?
It escalated because we had another drink right before dinner. I
Okay.
didn't know, and I've seen her drunk before, and I
Stay
didn't
home.
know how far it would go.
You should have stayed home.
I know,
Why
I wish
didn't you
I
stay in
did.
the
I've seen
room?
her-
Why did
I
you have
wish
to
I
go to the
did.
dinner?
I had seen her drinking before other times, and she manages to get through the dinner, and I didn't know that night was going to know. That way, I was focusing on my own thing. I had a mission the next day. I wasn't focusing on Dorinda. And to answer your question, yes, of everybody here, the whole season, I've been the one that has called attention to your drinking in a constructive way. I was the one who said,
you've been
"Get
drinking
the
too."
joke." I do drink.
And you've been getting
I
drunk
drink.
too.
And no one ever says anything critical about you.
It's not constructive to call someone a drunk on television, Bethany.
It's not constructive to call someone a narcissist multiple times on television, but that didn't stop you from calling me one. It's not constructive to call someone a narcissist multiple times on television, but that didn't stop you from calling me one.
Did I say you were a narcissist?
Multiple times. You said it in your blogs, and you said it behind my back.
Well, you know, I call it like I see it.
So do I. Which is the good
Well, then
news.
we agree on that.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Let me ask you this, Dorinda, about the drinking. We have seen you on the show through a period of years get to a point with drinking where you start slurring or you get really wound up.
Yes.
And it seems like there are some times when it happens that it's really funny. When you're making the toast to Luann on the boat.
Blessings, I'm so happy that, you know, that I'm part of this. Every once in a while, you know, you just know when it's right. And it's right.
Dorinda, thank you.
It's funny, we're all laughing, and the women are all laughing.
Yeah, and it's
Hold
really
on.
entertaining
And it is
people.
often, I know.
I go like this. If she goes high like this, you run the other way.
But that's not funny.
But hold on, I want to say, and then there are times in
it's
Puerto
dark.
Rico or when you cut your hand with the knife.
Oh my God, what is going on?
I stabbed my hand.
What are you talking about? How did you stab your own hand?
Stab my hand.
But how? You stabbed the table.
Or when you say things that you wake up the next day and you say, oh man,
Yeah,
I really regret that. I
absolutely.
said something that
Like
I
in
regret.
Puerto Rico.
So my question to you is, do you think that you have a relationship with alcohol that is sometimes unhealthy? Or
Absolutely. I don't think I handle alcohol. She said it to me she said, you have 2 drinks and you're done.
She slurs.
Carol tried to blame it on me having a big tongue.
So
No, so what I did is I had to look back. I had to look back at
denial.
that. I had to look back at that and say, that's not good. And you know, I'll be honest with you, I was very, as I told you on the plane, I was very unhappy last fall. I actually think I was suffering from a depression. I think we talked about it. I really didn't know my place anymore. I had total empty nest syndrome. I was sort of down and I was heavy. I felt like I just felt heavy in all ways, mentally, physically. So I had to look at that and what happened with Bethenny and really just say, something's got to give here, or I'm going to get in trouble.
But it didn't give. And after that, you were drinking in the morning.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
What
absolutely
are you
did.
talking about?
I've spoken to you in the morning when you.
I have never drank.
I speak to her in the
You speak to me in the
morning.
morning. When have you ever seen me smoke? I've spoken to you in the morning when you sound drunk and out of your
I'm
mind.
sure.
I'm sure, Bethany.
I speak to you 7 in
Was
the
I
morning.
drinking upstairs too?
When?
No,
I
it's
wasn't-
not.
I wasn't
Was I
upstairs.
drinking while I'm getting dressed?
I wasn't upstairs.
No. You want me to say the same thing?
She doesn't consistently do that and slur her
And I
words
said
in
it.
subscripts
I
or
said
anything.
to Ramona, I want to get to sleep.
I have my
But she
moment.
says she's drunk too, let's be honest. She's
Okay,
like,
let's. So if you want to compare our 2 histories,
Doesn't
do
I
it.
don't want to compare it, Bethany. I don't want to compare it.
I say none of us are drunks here. We've
No,
all
we
gotten
all
drunk on
drink.
the show.
We all have
None
our
of us
moments.
are drunk.
Let's just end it with this.
Thank
I'm
you
so
very much.
happy that I feel like I'm in a good place today.
So are we.
Healthy, spiritually. Thank you so much. You inspired me. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I don't want to have a huge thing with you. We obviously, I think, don't
Well,
get
you
along
bashed
right
me
now.
nonstop.
You bashed me in every interview you could.
She bashes everybody.
Every interview you could. It's disgraceful.
well,
And I never
Dorinda-
said one mean thing about you all season. I rewatched them all. I don't say mean things in my
You said
confessional
Bethany
about
doesn't
you.
exactly do the nicest things, so you get
Yeah,
what you get. You
yeah,
did a
I
lot
mean-
of mean things.
So you do not think that you have a problem with alcohol?